on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Tampa. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon. Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge. Third down and 6. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted. And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And Chubb will try the middle here. Now inside the 25. Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 55 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1. Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he? He needs to get the ball when it counts. And when it does, he makes it count. Robinson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run. Nice and efficient. Excellent job blocking. Finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. 7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. On the return, Trey Palmer. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Coming in to put a lick on him was Lavonte David.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Oh, no. The first throw of his career is intercepted. Picked off by Lavonte David. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
On second down, Irving. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. But there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Daniels now to throw on first down. Complete to Zaccheaus. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Under a minute to go, clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he works free. And he's got this down to the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 41. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Second and 10. Baker going to give it to Irving. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Mayfield on play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Mayfield off the play fake. Looking downfield for Godwin. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 37 yards. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Ready? Cougar 19. Hot 70. Ready.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. To the air goes Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Ready, set. 18, 5 in.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Daniels now on 1st and 10.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine
job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a second down throw for Daniels. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Daniels looking to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David. He's to the 15. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after a partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question. And neither is another pick 6.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 63 yards. On first down, here's Daniels to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Touchdown! Brian Robinson Jr. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he's going to be taken to the ground right there at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Running the toss to Irving. He'll get this to about the 38. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They go play action. Mayfield, he'll buy some time right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Play fake. Mayfield steps away. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On third down, Mayfield. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rachaad White taking it in from the 20. And the Bucs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now Daniels. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 49 yards. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now Mayfield. That's to Evans, and what a nice catch that is. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is caught by McMillan. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. That's completed right side to Palmer. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I've got this many seconds to find a target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Off the play fake, Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Oh, and now some space to operate. Nick Chubb, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Nick Chubb, 65 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Gonzalez to add the PAT. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 27. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On second down, they'll run with White. Down the numbers. There he goes. He may go. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rachaad White, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yep.
There he goes, left side. Big yardage that time for Washington. 51 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw is Daniels. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Chubb going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. On second down, it's Daniels. Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jayden Daniels now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Palmer now to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A big play there. with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Oh, he makes the catch off the tip by the safety. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. On 4th down, here's Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A first down throw for Daniels. They'll roll him out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Throwing now is Daniels. Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
157 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now.
Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 70. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White, and he is going to have a Bucs first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. First down, here's White.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Open man, it's Palmer.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Mayfield looks to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line.
A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
They run out of the gun with Irving.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin
from 21 yards away.
And the Bucs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, We're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Bucky Irving making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bucs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Back to throw. Daniels. And my goodness, another interception. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
107 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A gain there of 21 yards. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Buccaneers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. McLaughlin for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken at the goal line.